bring on next Caroline Goldman. Carl Jung, who really loved the tarot and loved the tarot cards and the really went into the subconscious mind, the collective unconscious that we got from him, said that if I had 30, I think he said either 30 or 50 more years, I would spend it studying astrology. And I know Caroline Goldman is an astrologer as well as a chiropractor, as well as such an incredible artist that writes amazing music. And so, yay, love, welcome.
Wow. Well, first I want to apologize because I'm having some good things happen. I keep getting interrupted by things I need help with that I didn't expect. So that's why I went off. So I apologize for that. A couple different things happened. I don't want to go into the angels, but boy, are they present. I keep getting amazing experience after amazing experience. But at your birthday, I know that there's a form of astrology called cosmic astrology. And I can't think of the woman's name. I studied with her a number of years ago. But at your birthday, you've been for the previous year, like working on all kinds of things. And the birthday is like a culmination. It brings you whatever you have been working towards, the results of all your causes, you know. So it's a really, really powerful time. And Hillary, you're such an amazing being. I mean, I've been on the planet like quite a while, and it's taken me to this point. I mean, it's been a process, it's been an amazing journey, but it's taken me to this point. I can't believe I'm at this point. Of course, working with Miracle Makers and Dr. Sarah has helped more than a little. And it's been a life changer. What else can I say?
Caroline, do you have a question for us? Something that's coming forward?
A question. I just keep getting these. Well, I just want to emphasize that ever since I got connected with the angels in a very tangible way, and it's been only recently, one thing after another, not only seeing the numbers that correspond everywhere, the 1111, the 1010, but things that I've avoided doing, I've started to do, and I'm just, yes, I'm sure I have questions. I'm just so grateful to be exactly where I am, which I haven't. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I'm so, I've been so much doing my own work on myself, and I've had so much assistance that part of me feels like I have to be so much me all the time that when I think of, at this point, a relationship, it almost seems like I'm so used to doing everything the way I do it. And it's not that I'm not conceiving that I could draw a partner into my life, but it's like I'm not even that concerned about it at the moment. But it, you know what I mean? It's like, I did have an amazing private session with Dr. Sarah, which I haven't had in a long time. And you mentioned something, Dr. Sarah, about the pain in my arms, which I'm still having that. You know, it's less that it was related to something, and I just can't remember what it is. I'm still absorbing the amazing session I had with you. I've been going, I'm playing it over now. Is there anything you would say about that, that mentally, emotionally, I feel like I do need some work done on it, but which I'm going to set up an appointment. But I just wondered if there's anything you pick up about me about that.
So it's so beautiful, and it's you shared so much there. I want to summarize it really, really quickly. One, Hillary, happy birthday. The way that you're spending it, it's such a gift. It remarks, really take a look. Carolyn wanted to make sure you got that. It marks you being able to receive everything you've done so far. That's what the cosmos really want for you, when you and to stand on the shoulder of that. And that's from a teaching that came before. And then to step into so beautifully, it's been an incredible week, right, Carolyn, for you, from the session on to the work that you're doing. The energy in the arm has been a long-term goal to heal, and it's taken, your entire body has gone through an incredible healing. And what's coming forward now, last week there were heart spasms, and spasms from the heart, and a clear understanding and recognition of that decrease of the pain here. And what's the next process is part of this question. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And so this part of really coming forward with understanding why it's happened the way it's happening. Your thinking is being realigned, and you've really determined to make this the ascension path of not coming back into this realm. I want to say that another way. You want to do life so well that whatever is outside of human life, there's an opportunity to go beyond that. That's part of what you've committed your life to. Is that correct?
It feels that way.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels
Awesome.
that way. I mean, you made me more aware of that, but it feels that way because I've experienced so much in one lifetime on all levels that I don't know.
From all of the pain, all of the challenges, from losing all of the people to where you are now, it's been this pain that could have been enough for 14 people, and challenges to that degree and to that level. 14 healthy people having the level of challenges that you've had. And here you are, right? Going through and in a healing process and getting better every week with the, and so one of the things that's really coming through, our shoulders truly represent being able to let go. And last week you decided that you were going to let go of some of the places that you had a resistance to internally.
Yes.
When you were saying yes, when you meant no.
Or yes and no. And
yes and no. And it was not a strong yes. It was a somewhat yes.
Right.
So beautiful to bring this in.
And you also, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
And you're not. I would love for Jessica to come in and share what she's hearing and anything that she's wanting to share.
Well, Carolyn, when you said that you're so used to being you and doing things in your world that you weren't sure if you weren't expecting a relationship, or it brought me to my own experience of the romantic part of me is always like waiting for like my match, right? My match. And then I love my world, and I enjoy spending time with myself, believe it or not. And I love going on walks with myself and buying myself presents and getting myself treats and laughing at my own jokes. Like I
Right.
cracked myself up. So then it's like, oh, if I actually get what I want, what do I do? What do I do with that? Like, oh, what does that mean? Oh my goodness. So that's just what I wanted to share with you. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I guess I'm just kind of so overflowing with stuff right now that
So I think it still stands to really stand with letting go. It's either a hard yes or a hard no. You've got to, this is something you've got to master. The more you master that, the less pain there will be in your shoulders and thinking. And how do you master it? It's with your breathing. Your lungs absolutely know a yes or a no, a yes or a no. And I so enjoyed our session as well. That was really, really incredible to bring in. And when you listen to that, really listen for the way that your body tells you yes and no. When you carry burdens, they land here. When your thinking is really wanting you to know an absolute yes or an absolute no, it shows it in the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the way that we're reaching out and connecting. There's an intelligence inside your body. And so it's, you don't need to pick up more information or pick up anything else. It's now about putting things down. And it's really about mastering for your life force the absolute yes and the absolute no.
well,
Yay.
well, even the one chiropractor who I was guided to said my shoulders are definitely not like I was like this before. I was trying to guard everything with the pain. They're not in the same place as they were. Do you see that as I thought I had avoided getting the procedures done on my arm because it shows some tearing, a little bit of tearing and stuff. Do you see that? And now I'm not. I'm not avoiding doing that. I've been doing things that I have avoided before because I don't want to take so much time, but I have been connected with this one archangel, Zadkiel, and one of the things he does is guide you to do what's right in front of you, to take the next step, among other things, the angel of mercy and compassion. So
Yes.
as I do that, for example, and I really want to share this because the angelic energies are so powerful with me, right? I never expected this to happen. Just real quick, for example, my son helped me take in my car, which needs some work. They a horrible place where you can't even park. You know, I couldn't even, was creepy trying to even, I don't know. So they couldn't even, they diagnosed my car. They couldn't even take care of it. And it ended up would be a bunch of money. And so they said, well, bring it back. So long story short, we brought the car back. And as soon as my son parks his car, these are the things that have been happening to me, and I don't want to jinx it by saying, but as soon as my son parks his car across the street, and I love my son dearly, you know, it's like we did like locked ourselves out of the house, so we were walking. We'd had a funny day. It was fun though. We made it all fun. But as soon as he left that day, and I know exactly where his car parked, exactly the kind of car he has, then as soon as he left, I opened the door, you know, and there's a car parked there, and I thought, oh, he didn't leave yet. It was a friend of mine, you know, and he comes up. Long story short, he says, what have you been doing? We've been trying to call you for the past 2 days, and you know, I haven't been answering the phone. You know how that was. I just wanted to, you know, and I didn't even know he'd called. And he says, I told him about the car. He goes, oh no, you don't need to do that. I said, I hate the place. I don't want to go back there. I don't like getting there. I don't like, you know, why should I be complaining? So long story short, today a friend of his is coming over and charging me a lot less to get all the things done. And he's picked up the car and he's bringing it back today. So I just wanted to share these practical things because,
which is so
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go
beautiful.
on, but it's
No,
blowing my
you
mind.
shared and delivered for us such a gift. Breathe this in. The story that you just shared there is doing something that you had to do. And then you got into joy and you enjoyed it with your son. And you were feeling the joy, you were feeling the high frequency.
Yes.
You open the door and there comes the exact thing, an angel, right? An angel in physical form.
They're all over.
An angel in physical form showed up.
I called him an angel before, this guy.
Right.
And he's really a character. You'd never think of the angels are like, oh. No, they come in all shapes and forms.
They come in all shapes and sizes. So beautiful. So I really want to, because this is so beautiful for everyone listening, the angels want to help us. We miracle makers are gridding the planet. We even got confirmation, we call it. But anyway, we can talk about the reference points, but we've been calling in the angels since the end of September. Other areas are saying, Carolyn, you just delivered the story. You called the angels in, they show up for you. And the literal work that you have to get done in your life, whatever you have to change, you're able to change it. And so bravo. Thank you for sharing that story.
One word I want to use. You asked what is the most important. I think what's happening with me is trust.
Yes.
Trusting. That's all I wanted to say. I'm trusting a lot more.
And see that in, because you brought the trust to the party. You brought the trust to this miracle maker. You brought the awakened raw and trust that your words are wanted. Go ahead.
And what the people hadn't even found, who were going to charge me a lot more, this guy found, and it was very important. The rear brakes were completely needed to be replaced. That would not have been a safe thing to be driving like that, but they didn't pick it up. He picked it up. So
what a gift.
Anyway,
yes.
Thank you.
We say thank we. We get to create this together. Yay. Awesome. Jessica, anything you want to add? And then we're bringing Zoe on.
Oh, Zoe.